Hello, my dear friends. Welcome to EduTap and welcome to your 5-minute series. So, today we are going to discuss a very important and a very hot topic that has been in news from past many months. So, we'll discuss the pros and cons of cryptocurrency today under 5 minutes. So, this series has been started for the NABARD Grade A 2021 examination by EduTap. Before we proceed, I would request you to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't subscribed yet, and also do join our Telegram channel. The link of the same is in the description of this video. So this way you will be able to avail the videos, lectures, PDFs that is free of cost and is gonna help in not only NABARD examination but also other examinations conducted by regulatory bodies. Taking you to the topic of the day, which is cryptocurrency. So before we proceed to the pros and cons, I would like you to tell about the cryptocurrency. What is it exactly? So guys, it's a medium of exchange like any other normal currency, like your rupee, US dollar, euro, pound, any currency. Okay, but what makes it different from your normal currency? There are three basic points that I've brought for you to make you understand this cryptocurrency. Very first point, my dear friends, is digital. This currency is digital in nature. That means it is available only in electronic form. You do not have any physical currency like your rupee. It is only stored electronically. Second, guys, it is encrypted, which means that it makes use of sophisticated coding and it cannot be easily copied. The pros we will discuss about it, which is related to this encrypted only, but that means it makes use of sophisticated coding and it is locked. You can simply say that. Third is it is decentralized. Now, most important feature of this currency, and that is why it is controversial also. This decentralization means that this currency is not issued by any central authority. Now, what is a central authority? Let's say in your country, Reserve Bank of India is the central body which issues the currency, right? But cryptocurrencies are not under any one particular central authority. This is the point which makes it different. Rather, these are the 3 points that make your cryptocurrency different from your normal currency, right? Now, how does it work? So this currency makes use of a technology called as blockchain technology. This term is in use a lot. Blockchain technology you might be hearing a lot if you're reading newspapers. So this blockchain technology is an open distributed ledger that records transactions in the form of codes. That is why it is encrypted. Okay, these transactions are recorded in blocks that are linked together to a chain. Now, how to understand this block and chain? The easy language is, let's say you have your own notebook wherever you enter your expenditure, whatever you are doing. But let's say that notebook, the same exact book, is with 10 other people and it is being recorded automatically one by one. Where if you have entered one entry, let's say the second is entered at 2 minutes later, third is later at 3 minutes later. So it will be recorded in a sequence one by one. So that's why it is called as a ledger, where every transaction that is being done is being recorded. This is the blockchain technology. That is what used by a cryptocurrency. Now guys, let's see what are the pros and cons. That is what this lecture is all about. First of all guys, this is decentralized. So there is no central authority. That means you do not need to depend on anyone, any authority that the currency is going to be issued. You can mine your own currencies. Second, instant transactions. Whatever you do not need to wait for your transactions. Unlimited number of transactions. There is no bar. Like, for example, there is no bar. If you have your ATM, there is a bar on the withdrawal, right, that you can withdraw, let's say 20,000, 50,000 in a day, depending on your account. But such a currency makes no bar on the number of transactions. The fees is low. Minimal fees is there if you are using cryptocurrency. It can be sent worldwide. Why? Because it is making use of internet, guys. You just need to have a smartphone or a smart device, internet, and you must know how to use it. Okay. Anonymity. Now, this makes you completely secure. Now, guys, this is a pro, and I would personally say this is a con also, and I would say that many people agree with this, because if you are anonymous, no one knows that who is doing the transaction, then it is a pros. It comes under pros because your identity is secure, but it can be used in the disadvantage also, because the people, like say, let's say terrorists may also use it. So that is why it's a con also. Transparency. Each and every transaction is being recorded in a ledger. Each and every person can see who has the ledger, who has the access to the ledger. So complete transparency is there. full control if creating your own currency. As I said, it is again related to your decentralization, that if you are mining currency, you have the full control. You do not need anyone's permission here. And also there is the risk of fraud, which is nil. Why? Because transparency is there and you are making use of a very sophisticated system, so there is no fraud that can take place through this particular process. Now coming to the cons, guys, it is not accepted everywhere. Just only few sites, I would say, probably on internet only, there are few sites that are making use of it. It is not accepted everywhere. It's a volatile market, it's a competitive market like any other market, and hence the value of a currency fluctuates highly. That is why it is controversial. But if it is advised that people should use it for long term purposes, especially investment, then it is gonna help them. Non-reversible transactions, this ledger things, I would say, makes it difficult, because the transactions that are once done cannot be undone. The record entry made cannot be undone. That means that by naivety, that you were inexperienced and you made some transactions, it cannot be undone by any cost. Cryptocurrency storage is again a problem. It's difficult. No, people do not have sophisticated systems. People do not have knowledge to ensure how to store them. Competitive market is again the volatile one. Last is creating coins require a team and a knowledge. Of course, if you want to mine the coins, you need to have an expertise. You need to have a team. You cannot just open your internet and start minting coins. So these are the pros and cons of cryptocurrency. I hope you have understood them, because these are the basic things you need to know about the currencies. Let's discuss about the currency scenario in India. So guys, India, you'll be very surprised to know that in 2018, Reserve Bank of India, our central authority for issuing currency, notified that entities regulated by it should not deal in virtual currencies. They should not make use of such currency, or even they should not facilitate the persons who are making use of such currency. This means that they put a ban on it. But later on, few months later, Supreme Court struck down this ban and said that this cannot be done. Virtual currency is a commodity and you cannot ban any commodity in India. So as of now, Indian regulators are currently working on a legal framework, because see, they are out of the ambit, right? Currencies are out of their ambit, cryptocurrencies. So they are trying to make a framework within which this can be put. RBI is developing their own blockchain, resulting in its own cryptocurrency called Lakshmi. So all in all, now we are developing a legal framework. RBI is also developing its cryptocurrency, and people will be made aware about it in coming years or months also. So that's it from my end. Thank you. I really hope you liked the video. If you did, please drop a comment below. Thank you. Bye-bye.